Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. I'm back with another reading. I'm excited to start using these new cards that I have, the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. I just did a flip through for those if you're interested in seeing them all, but I'm going to do one card from this Oracle deck and some tarot for each individual zodiac sign to see what's going on right now and for advice. If you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It is the most valuable support that you can provide me here on YouTube. It is free for your subscription. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions continue to help the channel to grow, and I really appreciate your support. To support my work with a donation, please visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. I also have a wish list, and all those links are in the description box as well as in the comment section. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. Hi Aries. What does Aries need to know at this time? Okay, freedom. So you might be seeking freedom, either to speak your mind or to your heart, or to take action. You might also be questioning your freedom. Card number 23 for Aries. Okay, yes, so after some kind of painful chapters in your life, this is the wounded warrior, so someone is feeling guarded, feeling like you have kind of protected yourself or needed to protect yourself because you are feeling wounded from whether this be moving forward with something or speaking your mind or your heart. What is the advice for Aries? Okay, take a risk. So take a leap of faith. Move forward with your plans and kind of speak your mind freely. You can be supported by a loving community. It's like you will find the right people, your soul's tribe. Okay, yes, you just need to make a choice and kind of decide what it is that you want to do, because you can only juggle for so long. The Two of Pentacles is needing to pick a path, needing to make a choice between two, and focus. Focus on what it is that you want to go towards. It's kind of like a coin toss. So when the coin is mid-air, what is your head or your heart leaning more towards? And then take that leap of faith. Alright, so that is what I have for Aries. I hope that it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care. Hi Taurus. Okay, what does Taurus need to know? Okay, Taurus, breakthrough. Beautiful. Card number 9. This might have to do with faith or travel, belief systems, education, higher learning. But you're having some kind of breakthrough. You might be finding your wings. You might be getting ready to spread your wings and fly, like above any kind of drama for Taurus. Okay, yes. Especially if there's been some kind of challenge, competition, argument, and wait. There's been a wait. So planning an action, but there's been some waiting. So finally there's a breakthrough because you've sent your ships out to find resources or information, and they're not coming back empty-handed. Okay, what is this? You're looking out over the horizon. Wow, kind of similar, right? This Pegasus. What's the advice for Taurus? This could have been an internal battle as well. And now you have the information you need to move forward. Yes. Take the lead and release the blocks. So release what's been holding you back, whether it's been internal, battle in yourself, like an internal just blockage where you kind of keep going back and forth, or release those that people or negative situations, competition that are trying to hold you back, and take the lead. Let's get more tarot. Okay, yes, the Sword of Truth, and that's a breakthrough, and Page of Wands, going for it, being curious, kind of good news, flirtatious energy, not immature, premature, but it's good news. It's kind of a start, creative, new start, creative, new communication. He looks like he's going to go on a little hike or a walk. And with that walking stick, he's ready to take the lead. This could be a child, this could be learning something new, but again, you have this breakthrough twice, breakthrough energy, the Sword of Truth, and also it's an ace, so it's an opportunity for a new beginning and cutting out what no longer serves you with those blocks that you need to let go of. Alright, so that is what I have for Taurus. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Okay, commitments. So this is either that you are thinking about making a commitment, or what are you committed to? You might be questioning your commitment with someone, or this may be just needing to make a commitment to what it is that you want to move towards. There may be some kind of obstacle or challenge. So it's going to take some dedication and some willpower for Gemini. But it is card number 10, so 10s are completions. Okay, the Empress, beautiful. Divine feminine energy. Ruled by Venus, can be a Libra or a Taurus, or just you're taking on this divine mother, divine feminine energy. She doesn't chase, she attracts. She uses love in all situations. She's abundant, fertile. She embodies all 4 queens in the tarot. This could be your commitment to being a mother. Okay. Perhaps dealing with a Virgo, but this could also be being a guide. Going within, really having all the inner knowing, the answers within. Spending some time on your own. What is the advice for Gemini? Okay, watch for signs. Something having to do with the past. And changes. Okay, so this may be to follow your, let's get another one of these because I did pick up the deck for Gemini. To trust your inner knowing, to watch for signs, symbols, synchronicities, to either release the past or learn from the past and maybe see the changes. Like this time you are the Empress. Okay, yes. Like Taurus, you're having some type of breakthrough. All right, let's get more tarot. Okay, celebrate the fruits of your labor. This could be that you are also making some kind of move. This could be celebrating a move, a party, a family, roots, home. It could be the 1111 card as well, with the 2 wands on each side. So again, it could be that are you making a commitment? Are you getting married? Okay. The Hierophant came out in reverse, but I am holding the card deck. But this does have to do with faith and also commitments. And being single. Being single, being independent, being self-reliant. Yes. Okay, so you're assessing the situation. You're also assessing the past. Wounded warrior energy, building a wall and kind of being guarded in the past. So you are now ready to make changes because you're questioning your commitment to what it is, perhaps your commitment to home and family and tradition. You might want to be kind of releasing the past and becoming independent and self-reliant. You're having this breakthrough, being committed to love and your abundance, and your kind of like you're wise now. So it's not that you weren't wise before, but you've learned a lot through challenges with the 9 of Wands here. Celebrating the fruits of your labor is important. It could be home and family. What do we need to know about? Okay, face your fears. So maybe ask the right questions and or take the lead in this commitment. Maybe turn things around for what it is that you want to do. If you're feeling like alone, because both the 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit card can be kind of alone. If you've been feeling that in the past, it's time to make changes. It's time maybe to celebrate and to get together with others and to make a commitment. But if it's something that you have been wanting to get out of, but this is saying, face your fears and face your fears of commitment, potentially. Look for signs that there's changes happening. Trust your intuition, not chase what you don't want, but attract what you do want. Alright, so that is what I have for Gemini. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Oh, you get two, Cancer, freedom and passion. So you are questioning the freedom that you have to go towards your passion, or you are finding something that is making you feel passionate again. It's kind of like awakening some kind of muse or creative spark for Cancer. Perhaps you want to speak your mind or your heart passionately about something for Cancer. Okay, so there are some mind games, manipulation tactics. Someone wins, but at what cost? Okay, someone might be using emotions to kind of manipulate the situation. It could also be that someone spoke a little bit passionately about something and perhaps manipulated a situation, and now there's the need for an apology. What is the advice for Cancer? This is also perhaps something where someone is kind of being a smooth talker to manipulate the situation. Okay, take a breath. And accept help. So yes, taking a break from something. Perhaps this is not making you feel free at all. This is needing some fresh air, needing to take a pause, a break, a moment. And accept help if this is making you angry or upset. For Cancer. Okay, there's news, good news. Could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. Could be a child. Could be flirtatious. Okay, something that you might be planning or maybe getting ready to take action on. Looking out over the horizon, you've kind of turned your back on something. Almost everybody's facing that direction. The Five of Swords, there's one person kind of looking back at the people that he kind of screwed over. So Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come back in. You've sent them out, you've been planning, you've been, acting upon taking steps in the direction that you're kind of trying to get to. Those boats have been sent out, now they're coming back in. So this is also a card of waiting. Not usually waiting in vain, because you've taken steps, and again, they're bringing back resources or information. So maybe time to pause and wait for news. Let's get one more. Okay, this could be you, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Use your intuition, use love in the situation. Trying to remain balanced in your emotions, and yes, could be also a nurturing, mothering energy. Maybe that's the one. Accepting help, accepting what your intuition is telling you. Yes. Okay, and I do see the full moon in all of these images. Trust your higher power. Trust God's Source Spirit. Trust that you are receiving those intuitive messages. It's important that you kind of trust yourself. Maybe wait things out a little bit. Alright, so that is what I have for Cancer. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Leo. What does Leo need to know? Okay, beauty. Card number 6, number of the Lovers in the tarot. Head over heart, or heart over mind, choice or decision. Oftentimes in love. So beauty surrounds you at this time. Are you allowing yourself to let your beauty shine outwardly? And also, are you kind of appreciating the beauty that surrounds you? For Leo. Okay, so the King of Swords and the Tower. Both of these in reverse, probably holding it in reverse, something having to do with the Ten of Pentacles and family. This can be cold and cutting. This King of Swords is cold. He is not nice. This is making unwise decisions. And the Tower is not letting something kind of like something shocking, something that wants to be torn down, but you're not letting it. Okay, what is the advice for Leo? King of Swords can be air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone taking on that energy. Okay, support and cut your losses. Yes. So this King of Swords, he's upside down, not wanting to cut out what no longer serves you, not wanting to cut out what you no longer need. Beauty can be Venus, so love and money, and perhaps you are, yeah, like something that's wasting money, wasting time, feeling like this has to do with support. This is not being supportive. This tower wasn't built on a supportive foundation, and it's time to let it fall. Okay, what is this? Okay, gratitude. Beautiful. So be grateful for, and did I say that? To be grateful for all the beauty that surrounds you. Be in a state of gratitude. For the things and people that are supportive. Okay, what is this for Leo? Okay, Six of Cups. Wow, you have lots of sixes in your reading. We have 6, we have 26, and then we have the Six of Cups too. The Six of Cups is missing someone. It's the past coming back around. Looking at something with rose-colored glasses. It's giving a gift. It's feeling young at heart, especially in love. Could be childhood, children. Cousins, siblings. Okay, having the strength. So having the strength to be grateful for the memories, but to allow yourself to see the beauty in things, and to let go of any losses, any negative, painful things from the past that are keeping you kind of like in this cold, stuck, angry energy, or not making the decision, again, to kind of cut out what no longer works and be with those that are supportive. All right, so that is what I have for Leo. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Okay, simplicity. So this is a time for simplicity, for editing, for simplifying your life, for detoxing, decluttering, doing only what you really feel like doing. I feel like cleansing is important, aligning the chakras, meditation, yoga, like breathing exercises for Virgo. Maybe even travel. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, assessing a situation truthfully and honestly, seeing if the effort and energy that you've put into something has been worth it, and getting more information, because you've been turning a blind eye to something, not really wanting to see, or being blocked off to the information or the situation. You're being blocked off to something, and it's preventing you from making a clear decision between two places, two people, two situations, two things. So it's time to assess the situation and to really look at why it is you do a certain thing, or why it is you're being called to do a thing, and if you should kind of cut it out. The way to make the choice, the way to assess the situation is truthfully and honestly, but to weigh those options is to do what you want to do. Try not to do it for people pleasing or for the obligations of others. The advice for Virgo. Okay, love. So this may have to do with a love relationship, a romantic partnership, a relationship, or a connection. But this is also asking you to do things for love, for things that you love, or kind of make the decision to go towards what you really love. And to unblock your heart. I don't even think we need to get another tarot card. Just if you haven't been using your heart, if you haven't been choosing for love, yes, you might be dealing with a Leo, but the Sun card is going for your happiness. It's a yes card. Could be like the birth of something new, kind of shining the light on something, happiness, vitality. All right, so that is what I have for Virgo. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Libra. What does Libra need to know? Okay, faith. So having faith, taking a leap of faith. You might be questioning your faith. You might be losing hope in something, or you might be getting ready to take a leap of faith for Libra. This may be especially in like a new beginning or a clean slate, and having to do with yourself and another, because the card number is 20. Okay, Three of Wands, waiting, and there's some kind of argument here, some kind of challenge, competition, or fight. Could be an internal battle that you've been kind of planning an action of something, because the Three of Wands is looking out over the horizon. It's not usually a card of waiting in vain. It is a card of waiting because he's sent his ships out, and he's waiting for the ships to come back with resources and information. But there's a battle here. Perhaps you want to give up. Perhaps you're losing faith. Maybe those boats are not seemingly coming back as quickly as you would like, especially since she's kind of like on that same kind of cliff or land edge, and there are no boats on the horizon. And so maybe she's just thinking, well, what am I waiting for? Okay, yes. So coming out of this mind games and manipulation, coming out of this situation where there were definitely issues with power, control, struggles, someone wins, but at what cost? So the Five of Swords in reverse is better than the Five of Swords upright. It is coming out of that. Okay, what is this? What is the advice for Libra? Okay, take a risk. Wow. And that is that, take a leap of faith. I believe Aries also got that same advice. So if you have Aries placements in your chart, you might want to watch the Aries reading. Okay, enchanted and focus. So yes, so to believe in magic, not just to believe in magic, but to believe in your magic and to believe in your capabilities, your abilities, your manifestation energy. What can you bring into being? Stop fighting yourself. If this is a fight with yourself, if this is a fight with someone else, you know, or self-sabotaging or sabotaging a situation, try to focus on what you can do. I believe the message for Aries was also to focus on one thing and to make a choice. You can only juggle for so long. The focus card is telling you, you know, to focus on your faith, to focus on positive outcomes and energy, to really focus on what it is you can do in a situation, and then take a risk. Take a leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Let's get some more tarot for Libra. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. Gonna turn it around. Queen of Pentacles often believes in the institution of marriage, commitment, and family. But in reverse, she may not be making wise financial or stable decisions. She may not be committed to a situation. Maybe she's not feeling very faithful at this time or lacking faith. I feel like she's kind of out of her element. Okay, and then I do have to cover this one up. Okay, so the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a Gemini energy. Head over heart or heart over mind, choice or decision. This does feel divinely guided. The angel there, something that feels like it was meant to be, like destiny is at play, like faith and, you know, destiny and fate. The Lover's card is a choice, though. It's the need to choose either head over heart or heart over mind. So this looks like taking a leap of faith in love or towards something that you love, stopping this battle, whether it's with someone or turning this situation around, stopping the mind games, the sabotage, focusing on what you can do, focusing on what you want, focusing on I'm hearing the blessings, like focusing on the positive outcomes, and then go for what it is that you want with faith. Believing in magic, but believing in this situation. Something here that you've been waiting for. All right, so that is what I have. It may have something to do with being like secure, safe, committed, you know, building something, and nurturing, allowing yourself to be nurtured. All right, so that is what I have for Libra. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? Okay, communication. Beautiful. Scorpio, you have the card that you can literally, like, you want to just grab and touch that tiger. The texture in the image is, it just looks so soft. Communication, the card number is 11, so you may be seeing 1111s. This may have to do with a soulmate relationship or twin flame, if you like that label. Could also have to do with a wish, an Aquarius, your 11th house of friendships. Okay, for Scorpio. Okay, 7 of Wands. It did come out in reverse. So this is not standing up for what it is that you want, kind of not defending yourself or not standing up, yeah, just not standing up for what it is that you want. This could also be not being open to communication. Could also have been an argument for Scorpio. Okay, the Empress, divine feminine energy, could be a Libra or a Taurus, ruled by Venus, uses love in all situations. She embodies all 4 queens in the tarot, the Queen of Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. The Empress is the divine mother, divine feminine. She can be a grandmother, mother, divine partner, but she sits in her yin energy. She doesn't chase, she attracts. So if you're waiting for a communication from this person, or maybe if they're waiting for this communication from you, it seems like you're not taking action at this time. Okay, yes, something having to do with a battle. This could be an internal battle. This could also be that there's some type of competition or challenge. So if this is some kind of fight between friends, the Empress is staying out of it. She's like rising above this drama, and she doesn't care to be a part of all this nonsense. Okay, what is the advice? Okay, yes, love. And like I said, ruled by Venus, using love in all situations. That is the answer. Okay, yes. I have to cover this one up. Hang on. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups and then the Devil, but the Queen of Cups came out in reverse. So not being emotionally balanced, not being nurturing, not being really kind of snide, manipulative with emotions and with love, holding back, maybe withdrawing love, withdrawing their care, being cold. And the Devil is really toxic. Anything that toxic, anything that's done too much. So yeah, so I mean, this could also be a Capricorn. The Cups energy is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But this is an unbalanced energy. She's not being loving. She's not using her intuition. She is, you know, feeling bound and tied by this devil energy, or just, it's a really toxic energy here. So needing to kind of open up to love and knowledge. Perhaps getting more knowledge about the situation, getting more information, asking the right questions, speaking, allowing for communication, not blocking this communication out. But again, trying to use love in the situation is important. This could be just someone also manipulating, like withdrawing their love because they don't like what you're doing, like with your education, or okay, the Six of Cups. So again, just looking at the past, but the Six of Cups is usually childhood. It is a card of the past coming back around, of looking at things with rose-colored glasses. Wow, this is the first time that I've ever seen this person walking up the steps to this building, to this castle, or to this house. I've never seen this person before. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a guy, and he's dressed kind of like in purple. And he's holding like a spear, or a wand, but with like something at the top. Okay, and I did just receive a message, or a notification of a message, so you might be receiving someone that's coming around, someone that's coming to your door, and you may not want to receive them because this came out in reverse. Or this may be kind of blocking the situation to the past, looking at the past with not rose-colored glasses, looking at the past unfavorably, just looking at the past as it was manipulative, it was toxic, it was, I don't want it back. And this could also be knowing that this person didn't have a good childhood, didn't, you know, have love when they were being raised. That doesn't mean that it's okay for them to treat you poorly, but using love in the situation and trying to be understanding of that. This could be siblings, cousins. It could be a love that makes you feel like young at heart, but in reverse, again, is it something that they lost and that they are perhaps having, you know, negative memories about, something that they're stuck to, again, from the past. There's some kind of communication here that might be important. How you talk to yourself is also important. All right, so using love, not using as in like using, but allowing love into all situations. All right, so that is what I have for Scorpio. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? Okay, beauty and passion. Now, beauty did come out for Leo, so if you're dealing with a Leo, you might want to watch their reading. Passion came out, and I can't remember for who. It was passion and freedom. So allowing beauty to kind of, your inner beauty to shine outwardly, to go for your passion. This could have to do with something having to do with anything Venus, anything money or love or beauty, cosmetics, design, decorating, art, music, and then something that you're passionate about. This could also be that you have met someone who is just like hearts and sparkles, making you very kind of enamored with them. This could also be that you're questioning your passion. For Sagittarius. Okay, yes. So the Four of Swords flew out, and that is a pause, a break. Could be a breakup, a pause, a break, a need for meditation, quiet, rest, prayer, healing. And the Ten of Pentacles may be ultimate family success. Tens are endings in the tarot. What is the advice for Sagittarius? So this might be that you are needing to spend time out in nature, allowing your inner beauty to shine outwardly, to really go for what it is that you're passionate about. Kind of spend some time meditating on that and healing, perhaps from situations of the past, family legacy or family inheritance. This could also be that you're receiving some kind of inheritance. You're going on vacation to something and you're going for your passion. Okay, watch for signs. So looking for signs, symbols, synchronicities. How is God's or Spirit speaking to you at this time during meditation or during this time of pause, rest, prayer? Okay, yes. It's time you forgive yourself and others for their shortcomings. It's really important that you do so, especially maybe having to do with things that have ended or things having had kind of generational cycles or family ties. Does it have to do with jealousy? Some kind of arguments? Trying to look at the beauty in situations. For Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Lover's card. I do have to cover it up. Gemini energy, head over heart or heart over mind, choice or decision. So making a choice for love or something that you're going to love. Again, so kind of weighing out beauty and passion and what drives you. You might be dealing with the Gemini. This lover's connection feels like an intense bond. It feels like you were meant to meet with the divine guidance there of the angel. But it is a choice. Yes, and you might be confused. This could also be that you have multiple options. It could be feeling like a fantasy. So perhaps needing some time away to kind of meditate and pray about the situation and look for signs. Forgive yourself and others if you or they need a break. Okay, Sagittarius, I did have to change a battery. So just like that, you know, taking time to recharge batteries and to then be able to come back energized and ready to make a better decision or to make a choice. Okay, and to come out of this toxic energy. So the Devil card in reverse can be a Capricorn. The Devil card is in the upright. It's a card of feeling bound and tied, feeling obligated. It is toxic energy. It is, anything that someone can do too much of. It can be procrastination. So in the reverse, it can just be like a feeling of really being not able to like get out of this situation, kind of being stuck, but also kind of coming out of that, because I feel like it's in reverse. Yes, but it's like a procrastination energy, because we did have the Three of Wands come out with clarification. So planning an action and waiting for your ships to come back in. You have sent them out, but it's taken a while, and it's not a card of waiting in vain, but it is a card of waiting. And those ships are going to come back in. They're going to bring resources and information, but it's been taking a while. So, is it time to come out of this energy, make a choice, head over heart or heart over mind choice? Try and work on forgiveness for yourself and others, and really go after what it is you find beautiful and what you find passion in, what you're passionate about. And that's going to be that head over heart or heart over mind choice. To step out of like any kind of confusion, or even like fantasy energy, like really bringing things back down to earth and like kind of grounding the situation. All right, so that is what I have for Sagittarius. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, breakthrough. I do think that it was Gemini and Taurus that received that card. So having some type of breakthrough with regards to like the truth or revelation or some kind of freedom for Capricorn. Okay, the Nine of Wands, and it did come out in reverse. So there was, and I did see the Hangman, so we'll take it. The Hangman was at the bottom of the deck. You might be dealing with a Pisces, or this could just be your energy. There was something that was making you feel kind of stuck, stagnant, in a momentary pause or limbo. But during that time, he's becoming enlightened. So he's seeing things in a new perspective. And once he sees that and he becomes enlightened and aware, then he's able to cut himself down. Having this breakthrough, he knows that he needs to now surrender something or sacrifice, make a sacrifice so that he can move forward, right? So there's something that he's now learned with this breakthrough, with this enlightenment, and he knows that to move forward, he's got to change something. So this Nine of Wands energy was being guarded. It's being, wounded time over time over time, and having all these battle scars and building up this defense, building up these walls, and being guarded. But this could be that someone has broken through these blockages or this guard, or maybe it's you realizing that you need to let go, because to allow for whatever it is that you're trying to allow in, you need to take down these walls. All right, so let's get the advice. Although it looks pretty clear cut. Okay, accept help. So yes, to stop blocking people or help out, you need to kind of accept things the way they are and allow help, allow. Yes, so revising your boundaries, either having having better boundaries, not just blocking everything out, but having boundaries that are kind of like, that makes sense, right? Like boundaries that are firm, but not blocking out the good things in life. What is this for Capricorn? Okay, High Priestess, yes. Page of Swords, yes. And the World. Okay, so the World, I'm going to cover this one up. But the High Priestess is she who knows, so it's using one's intuition. Could also be Pisces energy. I also see it as Gemini. But the High Priestess is needing to use your intuition. The Page of Swords is needing to gather more information. It's also like a message, a quick message of truth. Could be air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the World. The World is a graduation, leveling up, a chapter ending to start a new chapter. The fixed signs are all depicted on here. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So it looks like having some type of breakthrough here because you trust your intuition or you seek guidance from this High Priestess energy and you hear the truth. You are now able to gather more information and put an end to some kind of chapter that you're ready to like move forward, right? So you're ready to graduate. You're ready to change. You're enlightened. You figured things out. And you know what you need to do about these boundaries. The World card can be the World Wide Web. It can be networking. It can be travel. Could also be how you view the world, how you view people in it, how you block people out, how you maybe are fearful of different kinds of people, and that prevents you from accepting others into your life. Keeping these walls up is only hurting you. Okay, yes. More with the wands, kind of needing to defend yourself, but in reverse, it's like putting an end to that, you know. It's not having to be so defensive all the time. It's not having to fight so much. It's laying down those wands. It's not having that kind of constant defending yourself, needing to protect your kind of like your position, or you know, the Six of Wands comes before the Seven of Wands. The Six of Wands is a victory. And the Seven of Wands, he's kind of like standing his ground and he needs to protect himself. But like this, you know, it's not needing to protect yourself so much. Now, if this is that your boundaries are not strong enough and you need to protect yourself better so that you stop being wounded, but I don't know, for some reason I don't see it like that, because I feel like you're coming out of these energies where you've been blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking so much. And that just is also that advice for accepting help. All right, so that is what I have for Capricorn. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Okay, we have energy and emerging. And card number 17 and card number 16. So movement forward, steps being taken, things emerging, could be changes with the two butterflies shown, and kind of using your energy wisely. I'm feeling it's important to get out in the morning sun if you can. Spend a few moments just getting fresh air or stretching, absorbing a few sun rays, replenishing your energy. Okay, what is this for Aquarius? So new things might be emerging, and they're going to, depending on how you look at the situation, they're either going to kind of give you energy, or there's a possibility that it could drain your energy if you look at the situation negatively. So it's all in how you kind of take on these new emerging things. Yes. So Eight of Swords is a feeling of stuckness, of your own mental prison. The Fool card, you might be dealing with an Aries, but it's a card of taking a leap of faith or beginning something new. Okay, seek healing. Again, to heal your energy. Okay, what is this for Aquarius? What's the advice? Okay. Did see self-regulation, so there's a lot that you can do to kind of balance your energy. For Aquarius. Okay, boundaries. Having better boundaries, setting better boundaries for yourself, doing nothing. So sometimes doing nothing in a situation is helpful. Meditation, prayer, quiet time, spending time out in nature, not overworking, not overthinking, doing things that are healing for your energy, rejuvenating for your energy. Okay, forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and others for their shortcomings. So kind of letting go and releasing any foolish behavior or anything that kind of tested your boundaries, I think. Or if you felt like you kind of didn't protect yourself in a way, and so you feel foolish, or you feel like you were blocking things out for too long, kind of over worrying. Maybe now's the time that you can believe in yourself and take a leap of faith to kind of seek healing at this time, to kind of shift energy, to shift your energy in a new way, moving forward. Okay, Queen of Wands. And that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or you taking on this energy, being confident, making things happen, being attractive. And maybe that's why I was feeling that going out and getting that sun energy, because the fiery energies would be solar plexus energy with the yellow, and just like those sunflowers needing to face the sun. Okay, Seven of Wands, protecting your energy, defending yourself, standing up for what you know is right. And moving away to calmer waters, moving away from drama. This could be with someone or on your own. All right, so that is what I have for Aquarius. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching. Hi, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, acceptance. Card number 2. So you might be dealing with someone else in this situation, accepting the situation as is, or accepting love, or accepting like the flow of life, entering the flow and accepting what is due to you, I'm hearing, or yours. Are you traveling somewhere? Okay, for Pisces, accepting fortune and good luck, opening your arms to receive. Okay, wow. Ace of Pentacles. Pisces, that's beautiful. So yes, opening your arms for this new opportunity of something solid, tangible, practical, something that can be planted for the future. It can be a proposal or offer of something to be like committed, or something that's stable, secure. Could be financial. Okay, Two of Pentacles, needing to make a choice. You can only juggle for so long, needing to focus on one thing at a time. It's kind of like a coin toss, and it is another financial energy. So being practical, tangible, and the Two of Pentacles, I always see it as a coin toss. And so where the coin is mid-air, what does your mind or what does your heart feel? So what are you hoping for when it's mid-air? But you're being asked to focus on what's tangible, what's practical, what's solid, with this new opportunity. To focus on being open to it. For Pisces. Okay, forgiveness. Yes. Okay, so forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and others for any shortcomings, for any time that you kind of didn't take the opportunity because you were scared, or because you kind of didn't see it. But I see it more as like you were kind of staying small, focusing on this and focusing on that, but not really focusing on the big deal, right? The big opportunity, the one that is there for you, but it requires you to open both hands, put this stuff down, whatever this stuff is. It's like a focus. You need to focus on your priorities. Forgive yourself for when you didn't, but facing your fears is important. So facing what scares you, facing those next steps. And I do have a new angel card deck, and I can't remember, and the memory card came out, so let me try and remember. It was a card that said something about, like, I forgive myself, or no, today I take one step in the direction of my goals, or something like that. And I'm like, have not even looked through or read all the messages in these cards, so there's no way that can be the correct verbiage, but yes. So every day, or however you plan it, figure out how much time you can dedicate to what it is that you want to make happen. Face your fears and take that step, right? Take that step. And then forgive yourself for, like, the days that you just feel like, well, that's enough, Queen of Wands. Now, Aquarius just received that card as well. This can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But she is attractive, fiery, makes things happen, takes action. Okay, Justice. Seeking what's fair and what's just. You might be dealing with a Libra but doing what's fair and what's just. Also, maybe seeking balance. Again, the Two of Pentacles is a card of balance, and so is the Justice energy. So needing to seek balance. This might be in finances. The Justice card can be like at the beginning or the ending of a contract. Yes. And protecting your energy or defending yourself. And I believe that Aquarius also received that card. So if you have any connection with Aquarius, or if you have strong Aquarius placements, you might want to watch their reading as well. Definitely needing to set some boundaries, stand up for yourself. Alright, so that is what I have for Pisces. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care, and thank you for watching.